Hey y'all, so the first tip is going to be to first of all do your FAFSA, and I got the notification to do mine and it's not due till February 7th, but please do your FAFSA because I've been in situations where I did not get any rewards because my lazy ass didn't even do it. So tip number one, do your FAFSA. Another thing is to tidy up. I feel like when you have a clean room and a clean little cute space to want to like motivate you to just come back to after a hard class or a bad day or like a busy day at work, it like gives you peace of mind that like, you know what, everything else went to crap earlier, but I still have this cute little tidy unproblematic private space that I like to come back to and just do what it do and do what it do, because like I'm still coming back to a nice place of peace, and it's clean and it's functional and it's practical and it got a TV in it and it has Netflix in here. All my snacks are here. Like everything's good in here, you know? Always just keeping good circulation of, I don't want to say energy because everyone's like energy this, energy that, but I don't know what other word to use. So a good space of just like calm and serenity is like key, honestly. And decorated. Like, yeah, my pictures, my little homemade collage looks dingy as hell right now because I haven't been here for like a month. But it's cute still, and it's me, and it's my personality and my likes. I love Drake. Drake is me. We're one. So, you know, like I said, just keeping a tidy space for real keeps you motivated to want to do stuff and to want to do what it do. And then at the end of the day, even if you don't have a productive day, your room is still clean as hell. Tip number two is stick to a schedule, because you just have to stick to a schedule for a plethora of reasons. If you work, for example, and you go to school, or if you commute and you work and you go to school, it's important to stick to a schedule. I can't even take myself seriously. I don't know why. Like, this is dumb for me. Sorry, not for y'all. Stick to a schedule because that's going to determine like how much time you have in the middle, how much time you have towards the end of the day, how much time you have in between your classes, how much time you have period. Like if you wake up at a certain time every day, that literally determines the mood of the day. So if you sleep in, not that sleeping in is wrong because sometimes we need it, but if you sleep in a lot and you don't stick to a schedule, then you tend to feel like your days are just dragging and just going all over the place. But if you like wake up at a certain time, not like 4 a.m. like how Cassie's ugly, dumb self woke up every freaking day for Nate that didn't even notice her until she looked like Maddie. Anyway, I digress. Euphoria is really pissing me off right now. Anyway, if you wake up at like 7 a.m., 7:30, 8:30, whatever, then you already know how your day's gonna go. You already are gonna fall into a routine. So this part, just make sure that you're waking up at like around the same time, that you're eating your breakfast, that you're going to classes, and that you're showing up. Which brings me to my other tip is time management. Manage your time. Well, if you have work due already, for me, I'm barely in the first week of school. So if I already had work to do or homework that's due, and I start with the assignment out of all the assignments that takes the most time, then I'm already knocking out whatever it is that took the most time. So I feel like for me, even though it's not the best strategy, I feel like the best way that I manage my time is if I try not to overbook so many things. Is because I tend to have that habit of like fixating on one thing and then forgetting about all the other stuff I had to do, and then feeling like caca that I forgot, and some of them were fairly important things. That's what helped me kind of like keep track of my time and manage it, is by not trying to do too much. So stop trying to do too much, especially for people who just love to do the most because they love to get things out of the way. That's fine, but stop doing too much, because if you do too much, then you're gonna do the wrong things and you're gonna get enthralled in the stuff that's not as equally as important as the other stuff that's equally important. If you have Google Calendar, which I highly suggest that you just use Google Calendar, use that thing. Literally overuse Google Calendar. Like, overusage of something is way better than forgetting to put your doctor's appointment, your class, your dates, your friendship time, whatever. Ew. friendship time is not a word, sorry. Period. It reminds you 10 minutes before something is about to take place, and it's just really handy, and you won't have to keep like going in your camera roll to look at your class schedule. You can just plug your class schedule into Google Calendar and get it popping and get it rocking, and making sure that you know what time it is you work. You don't have to keep looking at your work schedule. And if it's like a freaking work schedule platform, if it's like a messy work schedule that you have to like zoom in really close to look at your name, I hated those kind of schedules, and I wish that I knew about Google Calendar, and I wish I knew how to use it properly at the time that I was working at McDonald's, and I had to keep like looking at my schedule so I didn't get confused on what days to work. It's just really good all around for anything. A tip basically also that's like more important low-key than all these other things, because it kind of sets the tone to yourself and what you don't be so hard on yourself. Like, especially in these times where, you know, Miss COVID is just running amok. Don't be so hard on yourself if you don't be so hard on yourself if you don't accomplish every single thing that you put on a to-do list, because low-key, like, to-do lists can be very subject to change, so don't be so hard on yourself when you're looking at like a solid to-do list and you don't accomplish them all the time, because it's all about learning what works for you. Lastly, because I do have to get started on my FAFSA, lastly is to practice self-care. And I know you are like, bitch, you did not just tell me to do that. Like, how tiring is that topic? You know, some people hate hearing about self-care all the time, but it don't have to be like cucumber on the eyes and 2 to 3 masks on your face and steamer, air humidifier going, Netflix on, snacks out, boobies out, bra off. Like, it doesn't have to be the typical self-care. It could literally just be whatever you want. For example, if you get out of class and you're like, damn, I'm parched as hell, then you can go get some water. And then while you're out getting water, you can get yourself a Starbucks for coming to class. If you are on the way to class and you're like, bro, I forgot to eat, which I also always forget to eat all the time. And you're like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get a grande, ew. Let me go ahead and get that grande, whatever, double chocolate chip frappuccino, extra Java chips, blah, 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 shot of espresso, and then she's Danish. You know, I'm on my way to class, forgot to eat. Let me use my tiny dollars, because I'm rich like that. I'm a rich bitch. And you just like, you know, it's just little stuff like that. Let me go ahead and get me a little ice cream. Let me go ahead and get me a little drink, or a little 2 for $10 at Applebee's, a little 6-piece chicken nugget with freaking ranch, or a 2 cheeseburger meal with fries, because I've had a long day. I don't feel like cooking. I'm tired. I have a long night ahead of me. I got work later. Just anything, any self-care thing. It don't have to be just like post it up, you know, whatever. Like, for me, my self-care right now is making this video and yelling at the top of my lungs. My neighbors / residents are probably like, this bitch is crazy. Anyway, it can literally be anything under the sun. It doesn't have to be, you have to go out and spend like $20 on face care self stuff. I mean, if you want to, that's also a form of self-care. Spend some money, spend some hard-earned cash, get some high quality face products, because you're you and you're a baddie and you deserve it. Like, it's well deserved. I feel like that's important to just implement some type of self-care, because again, you're gonna feel motivated to go to class a morning that you're like, damn, I'm really not trying to go to class. Or, you know, it's just gonna make you feel good. At the end of the day, I feel like all organization, color coding schedules, Google Calendars, FAFSA aside, if you're not good up here, nothing, oh my God, people are walking by, I'm getting embarrassed. I'm just kidding. If you're not good up here, then nothing in the physical form of your life is going to be good either. Mental health services at school, campuses, or anywhere, I highly encourage you to use them. As somebody who did go to therapy, taking care of your mental, taking the time to like go to therapy and show up to therapy consistently, get that help, like just reach out to people, get help, because like mental health for real is gonna make or break your experience in anything that you do. Give yourself, organize, get organized, make that money, shake that ass for some cash, do whatever it is you gotta do, and do what it do. Hopefully these tips helped you, and focus on yourself. We are focusing on ourselves now because we don't have much to give to others right now. Okay, so yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna go to my FAFSA. Y'all need to do the same and just keep doing what it do. Thank you guys for watching. Follow me on Snapchat or whatever. And yeah, just do what it do. Bye, y'all. Because I'm beautiful. Run, run, run.